Elissa Smith from the Parklands Residents Association. Welcome.
Kia ora koutou. Oh, that just went blank. There it goes. My name's Elissa Smith. I'm here on behalf of the Parklands Residents Association. It's a project that we have been looking at for a while. We have presented to the Community Board, Bearwood Pegasus Community Board. Now it's called the Bearwood Coastal Pegasus Board, Community Board. And I have spoken to Megan Carpenter, who is part of the Parks and Recreation team. We're an active group of residents and we just wish to enhance the area of Parklands, which is actually a really fantastic place to live and really enjoy living there. You know, we've been considering our environment quite a lot, the people that are there. We've got a lot of long-term residents, but we're also getting a huge wave of new residents coming in, and most of them have got children. They are mostly you know, with young families, but living in as-is, whereas housing. So they've obviously had a lot of change and transition in their lives already. So we are looking quite closely at the needs of those of the age group between 9 and 14. We feel that those children have had a lot of change, you know, in their childhood from the earthquake and had a lot of missed opportunities. You know, a lot of changes to their homes, changes to their schools, and exciting things that, you know, children love to do. You know, swimming's obviously a good example. Have gone from the environment that they've been raised in now. So we're really looking at the age group. So I went round Parklands to have a wee look at the playground. So I'll just show you some slides. Is this all connected to everybody?
Should be.
Yeah.
It should come up here.
Okay.
Yep.
So I'll just show you some playgrounds around in the area. There's one, two, that one there. 2 slides.
Which one's that one?
I'll tell you soon.
Oh, right.
That one there, another, just a slide again. And that one's got very similar stuff. So you could be forgiven that they are all photos of the same playground with the traditional 1970s blue slide and wonky seesaw. But they are actually photos of 5 different playgrounds in our area: Curzon Place Reserve, Bolero Place Reserve, Cottonwood Street Reserve, Ashwood Street Reserve and Queen's Park Reserve. So most of those were made in the 70s and haven't had any improvements since. And they have had a little slight routine of being painted every now and then. We do acknowledge that there has been like maintenance work done on them. And this is actually a playground that was made in 2001, so even the new Millennium Playground is not highly different. And the reason that these playgrounds offer not much challenge to their age group is that they are very much on just, you know, fast movement, zoom down the slides, swing around that thing. There's not really a variety in there, and what we are finding is that the children to seek opportunities to, you know, improve their balance and climbing and risk taking are actually climbing over the equipment in the wrong sort of way.
Right.
And also their larger bodies are making those play equipment things very you know, crowded at times when there are preschoolers there. There are other parks in the area, I do acknowledge them, but they're all for preschoolers. These are the ones that would be the only option for you know, older children. So every time I've been in to discuss this with any community board or park or staff, so all the feedback is to get some money into the long-term plan. So that's why I'm here.
Excellent. So
I'm asking for some financial assistance in that. One of the main questions I keep getting asked is, how much do I need? I don't actually know how much it costs to build a playground, and I don't really know the process of finding that out myself, obviously. But yes, when I do talk to the Parks and Recreation, that's the question they ask me, and I'm hoping that there would be somebody who has expertise in that, you know, that would guide that for you to be able to decide how much to put in. So there's just a reminder of the very basic parks that we do have, and just want to remind you of that sense of accomplishment for these children when they conquer the fears. You know, they've had a lot of anxiety fears, obviously, and just to conquer their fears in their physical way and master the playground structures just lead them to that extra confidence and self-esteem. For this age group, it's particularly important that it's non-competitive play, where children can take appropriate risks, enjoy the physical and mental challenges and succeed. They're also a prime place for social group interaction, social development, and where cultural and social barriers are minimised and cooperation is required. Sorry, I'm very tired. I've been at a big funeral for 3 days and I left Roxburgh at 7 o'clock this morning. Look at these things. Wow, look what is happening in the new generation play equipment. You know, this is the sort of thing that we're looking at. Look, one of those structures accomplishes many objects of, you know, physical play and gross motor. You know, this is the sort of thing that we can just add onto one of those parks, build into the environment where it's really, you know, visual for children. A lot of people say playgrounds are only for the young, but obviously as parents, grandparents, we all know that taking our children to the park is good. And those open spaces, they weren't, you know, they weren't damaged in the earthquakes, they're just open spaces. So when you're there, you're not looking at broken buildings or thinking about your homes or the streets. You know, they are just the natural places that nature has made, so they're not showing that damage. Yeah, so that's sort of what I have come to ask you for today. Just, you know, we love being active in all consultation. We've, you know, put our name forward in lots of things, and we just feel like our area would really benefit from these children being satisfied with some wonderful play equipment, and if you could put some money aside in the long-term plan for that, please.
Well, it may not be the 5 parks, but, you know, I love this last picture because, you know, you're kind of highlighting that it doesn't all have to be sort of steel and stuff that's bought in and imported or whatever and made. I mean, you know, your local Rotary might be interested in partnering with the local community as well and building some things. I mean, I went to a seminar last week and one of the people that had a PowerPoint presentation, they were running an early childhood centre, and they actually had the local prisoners making all of these amazing wooden things for kids to climb on, play on, you know. But that was for the very young ones. But you know, you don't actually have to have these.
No, I'm actually trained in early childhood, and I've built a completely natural playground at the North Beach Community Preschool, which is on the same site as Rafiti School.
Right. And
it's completely natural, and we rarely use cement there to, like, you know, so everything's natural, can be removed. But I'm struggling to get just to that point of getting support to get the help, to get people engaged because of the financial restrictions. And there are volunteers, I completely agree. There are volunteers and way to do it, but it's going to be on a council piece of land, so I need to know
that it's going to be allowed and
all the safety
everything.
features too that are.
Can I apologise on behalf of your 2 councillors? It's while you were presenting, I suddenly realised that you're going to think that my 2 councillors weren't here to hear the submission. They will be playing it back. So
no, that's fine. They
both had a community board meeting tonight, so they had to choose between one or the other. So look, thank you very much. Did anyone have any other questions? Aaron?
It's a follow-on from the point Yanni raised before about community board delegations, and because every year there's a number of playgrounds across the city that are rolled over. The staff have got a number they can do. That it'd be good if the community board's got to put them up, because I'd be more than happy in my ward to not take one next year. There might be others that wouldn't take one and say, look, someone else gets one this year. I'm sure between when we do the combined community board meetings we can decide where they go, but put the power back to the boards and shuffle them around a little.
But also some partnerships with the service clubs, because honestly, this is exactly what they love doing. Yeah. So, all right. Look, thank you very much. Sure. Thank you.